Hi everyone. So for me this week, the example of anchovies came to mind. For me, anchovies have always produced a nauseous feeling from the smell and the visual of it. The whole thing is just terrible for me. Um, so in this case, the anchovies or the unconditioned stimulus produces a nauseous feeling from the smell, which would be the unconditioned response. The sound of a jar being opened, which would be a neutral stimulus that never previously made me nauseous prior to experiencing anchovies, um, has now made me nauseous. My friend who I live with likes to eat anchovies regularly, so I frequently hear the jar being opened for him to have one. After several occurrences of the jar being opened, I automatically associated it with the smell or visual of anchovies, which eventually became a conditioned response over time. Um, and for a long time, I associated the jar opening sound with anchovies, which would automatically make me nauseous. We recently went to a farm and bought several jars of jam, applesauce, and peaches. And whenever my friend or I went to get a snack, I'd hear the jar open and assume it was for the anchovies, which instantly previously gave me that nauseous feeling. After enough times of him opening the jars for the jam or the snacks, I actually started laughing because recently it's only been for the applesauce, jam, or peaches. After so many jars being opened for the new snacks, I actually no longer associate the sound of a jar opening with that nauseating feeling. And in this case, this would actually be an example of respondent extinction because the conditioned response of nausea no longer occurs in the presence of the jar being opened.